Okay, so again, welcome to Codage VIT, and this is today's POD. Last M digits generatable. Last M digit generatable. I don't know what the fuck this name is, but anyways, let me just actually move on to the question. Okay, so see, over here they'll be providing you with a particular number. Suppose this is a number, and then they will tell you that suppose if I take last three digits of this number and use it as a Fibonacci series. Okay, the logic which you're using in Fibonacci series, if in the same way, if you will be adding these numbers, these three numbers, 1, 9, and 7, and keep on making the series, then you have to check whether this number 197 will be there in it or not. Let's consider another example. Suppose this is a number, okay? Then what are the last three digits of this number? They are basically 1, 9, and 7. So 1, 9, 7. Okay, add these three numbers, 1 plus 9 plus 7, you will be getting 17. Then add 9 plus 7 plus 17, you will be getting 33. Then add 7 plus 17 plus 33, you will be getting 57. Keep on doing this until you get this. If you are getting this number, then you have to print generated, otherwise you have to print cannot be generated. Okay, that is all what they are asking us to do in this question. So let's directly move on to the code. The code which I'm going to write is the code which I found one of a person doing it. Okay, I guess you all might know that there is a WhatsApp group in which I usually send a Google form for the participants to submit their code. Okay, so that they get shouted on our Instagram page. So I don't want to take his name because I'll be mentioning him on Instagram, but that person solved this question using a very simple code. So I have just changed it, modified it so that I could explain it to you properly. Okay, but the basic of the code which I'm going to write is followed from the person's code. Okay, so let's write the code. N is equals to int input. Okay, so here basically I'll be storing the number. Okay, for example, suppose value of n is equals to 197. Okay, so suppose this is the input given by the user, and then in m I'll be storing. Okay, so in m I'll be storing the number given. Okay, up to how many digits I have to take. Okay, so 3 means I have to take these 3 digits, 1, 9, 7 from this given number. Now the thing is, suppose if the number given by the user is 23197 and I have to consider 3 numbers from this. So for that, what I have to do? I have to first of all reverse this number. Okay, I have to first of all reverse this number and then take the 3 numbers. Let me tell you what. Okay, see, suppose rev is equals to int str n colon 1. Okay, so what does this mean? Let me tell you, see, what I'm doing is, first of all, I'm converting this integer value into a string so that I can do my string operations on it. After converting it into string, what I'm doing is, I'm slicing it. I'm using, see, this is start value. Over here, we write stop value, and over here, step value. Okay, so I have to start from -3. So if this is the string, then where is -3? This 7 is at -1 index. Index of 2 is index of 9 is -2, index of 1 is -3. Okay, so I have to start from here. And I have to go up to the end with the step value of 1. Okay, so over here in rev we'll be getting what? We'll be getting 197. See, I wanted these last three numbers, right? That is why I have written this statement. Okay, first of all, I'm converting the given integer value into a string. Then I'm taking the last three. Suppose even if the user would have given 4 over here, then by writing this, I'm getting the last 4 numbers. Okay, so over here I'm getting last 3 numbers, and these numbers are once again converted back into into an integer value. Okay, by using this int function over here in the beginning. Now once I've got this, what I'll be doing is I'll be storing them in a list. Okay, suppose use list. I made an empty list. Now see, for I in strrev. Why I have converted this number into a string? Because in order to access each and every number 1, 9, and 7 separately, I have to convert it into a string. Okay, now what I'll be doing is use list dot append I. Okay, in this way I'm getting a list in which the numbers are separated and individually stored. One is getting stored, the 9 and then 7. Okay, so now see what have happened till now. This was a number given by the user as input, and it was said that we have to consider 3 numbers. So the 3 numbers were 1, 9, and 7. Okay, so I have reached up to this. Now the thing is, I have to make my series. Okay, I have to check for the number. Now see, for that, let me create a variable count equal to 0. You'll understand why I'm doing this. While count is less than or equals to rev. Okay, count is equals to sum. Use list. Okay. Now what does this mean? See, the value of m is 3, right? So over here in place of m I can write -3. So in use list, okay, let me print my use list first. See over here, the value stored in use list is 1 comma 2, sorry, 1 comma 9 comma 7. Okay, this is the value. So see, at index -3, what is the number? It's -1, right? And up to the end, see, up to end over here, I'm adding all these three numbers all together. That is what I'm doing. Okay, I'm adding these three numbers. See, the index value over here is -3, -2, and -1. These three numbers are added by using the inbuilt function called sum function. Using sum function, I'm adding these three numbers. Why I'm adding only three numbers? Because it was said in the question that we have to consider three digits only. Okay, last three digits. So these are the last three digits. They are separated and written over here. And now we'll be adding this. So if we'll be adding 1, 9, and 7, we'll be getting 17. Okay, one. Okay, now see. 17, this value of 17 will be stored in count. Okay, this value will be stored in count. And let me add this use list dot append counts. What is happening over here? See, I'm storing this value 17 value in count, and this count is then added in the list. So ultimately I'm getting a new list, okay, updated list, which is having one more value in it. Now see, it will be checking whether the value of count is less than or equal to rev or not. See, value of what is the value of rev? Value of rev is 197, which is obviously greater than 17. So once again this while loop will be functioning. Once again this while loop will be working. In that case, once again it will be taking, it will be adding, it will be taking the sum of values which is present at -3 index. So what is that? Look over here, tell me what is the value which is present at -3 index? 9. See, because see, this is -4, -3, -2, and -1. So starting from 9, it will be adding up to 17. Okay, it will be adding up to 17. So that is what I wanted. Okay, so if you'll be adding 9 plus 7 plus 17, then you'll be getting another number. Let me check what's the number which I'll be getting. I'll be getting 33. Okay, and once again this value of count, okay, this 33 is stored in count, and this count is then appended in the list, and I'm getting a updated list. This is the updated list, and once again we're checking that the value of count is whether less than or equal to rev or not. But suppose if we keep on doing this and the value of count becomes greater than or equal to this, then the while loop will be stopped automatically. Okay, so this is the main loop. Okay, this is the most important loop. This is the only loop which is solving our entire question. Okay, that is why I was focusing more on explaining this part. Okay, now let's move on to our final output. Now see, what I have to do is now I have to check. See, since in our list we are just keep on adding all those elements, right? And once the value of count becomes greater than 197, we stop the list. Sorry, we stop the while loop. Now I have to check whether 197 is present inside the use list or not. So for that, see what I have to write. If rev in use list, if rev is there in use list, then what I have to do? Then I have to write print generated, else print cannot be generated. That's all. Okay, this is the entire code. Be careful, be very much clear about this part. Okay, because this is the only main part of this question. Now see, let me just run it with different examples. Suppose let me consider this example 23197. 23197. I'll be considering three digits, last three digits. Then let me see what's the problem over here. Acha, this silly mistake. Over here I have just okay. I got it. Yeah. For finding out the sum, I should have integer values. Okay, now it's good. Now it will be. See, actually, what mistake I did is, for I in str, I converted my rev into a string, but I forgot to once again convert it into an integer value. Then only this sum function will be working, right? Suppose if you want to add 197, there should be an integer. If they are string, they won't be added. They'll be okay. They won't get added. So let me now run it again. 23197 and 3 generated. That is what. See. For example, this has last generatable, isn't it? So this is the entire code for this question. I hope you enjoyed watching it. So thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.